Are you sick of cold calling? Are you sick of doing every marketing strategy you think that every other wholesaler is doing and you're getting nowhere? Are you sick of your motivated sellers telling you, oh, you're the fourth person to call me, and are you feeling discouraged? Are there gurus out here pitching you solutions to the ultimate marketing strategy? Guys, in today's video, I'm gonna give you the best marketing channel, the best marketing list, and exactly the best marketing system, and it's just one thing for 2022 for real estate wholesaling success. Most importantly, for the low price of $0, I'm gonna show you it all today, but there's a flash deal. I'm gonna put a 3 or 7 at the end of the price and give you this whole webinar. No, okay. Guys, I'm gonna show you my favorite marketing list and guide. I can't do the guru thing. But really what I will break down today is my real estate wholesaling system that I think so many people should implement. I promise you, I could probably charge $1,000 and make like a mini course on I call it the Zach method or the Ginn method, put my own little guru spin on it and sell it to you guys for a huge premium. But I'm just gonna explain it all for you free today because I'm not a guru and I don't do that. But this, I'm not even revealing the name of this right now yet. Because when I say the name, then it reveals the curtain and people don't like it. That's why gurus get away calling it the something method, usually with their name or the last name or their middle name or the hippo method or the, I don't know, like the elephant room method. They do crazy things to sell you on a course, but really what I want to do today is show you the exact guide system where leads come to you. You don't have to deal with it at all. And honestly, if you do it right now, especially during these times in real estate wholesaling, you're gonna be doing a marketing method that will crush your competition, get a 40 times better result than direct mail, and most importantly, it's probably a 1/10 of the price, legitimately a 1/10 of the price of direct mail. And yes, it does cost money, it's not a 100% free system, but for people that don't have time to cold call, SMS text blast, that they don't want to get anything crazy. You get free skip tracing with this. This is an insane method. No, it's not Zillow 4 when I said no cold calling. It is the Zach method, the Ginn method. I don't care what you're calling it. Screw it. I'm just going to tell you the real name. It is called reverse drawing for dollars. Guys, reverse drawing for dollars. I waited like 2+ minutes to reveal this to you because I want you to get excited about this method. Sometimes when you hear the name of something, it ruins the glory, but honestly, it is called reverse drawing for dollars. I've heard no other YouTuber honestly talk about this besides me and Rick, and I kind of coined the phrase more or less, but really I can call it the Ginn method, the Zach method. I just don't care. I'm calling it reverse drawing for dollars because this is a marketing method for the people. This is not a marketing method for me to sell you, so I'm not gonna put my name on it, but I'm coining it reverse drawing for dollars. Now, one thing I can tell you about reverse drawing for dollars, you might ask what this is, and the best method mix I can do with this is kind of just mix them up. So reverse drawing for dollars is honestly a mix of drawing for dollars, cold calling, door knocking, and more or less skip tracing to a point. If you kind of mix these all together here, you get reverse drawing for dollars. And the coolest part about that is you can have a list and do this. You can actually have no list and do this. It's honestly the best thing out here. Reverse drawing for dollars is basically a system where you have a yellow sticky note. I'm just going to say it in a sentence. You kind of have a yellow sticky note. You slap that on somebody's house, usually like a code violation list, maybe a probate list, a water shutoff list, any type of list that you can get that's an ugly house, or just driving around like a regular drawing for dollars and you see an ugly house. If you just slap a sticky note on the property and say, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about the house. Please call me. Very, very, very intriguing because I sort of do this with my SMS text blasting where I'm like, hey, I drove by the house, I have a question. You get a really high response rate and a lot of people actually go and try to contact you. The thing about this to an example though is the people are not going to text you frantically, they're going to call you frantically. Why is this better? Because first of all, I don't have to pay a fortune in skip tracing. The most important part about this, which I feel like it's really good for beginners, but another really big portion here, it's hugely, immensely amazing for people trying to scale a business because what's the hardest part about scaling a cold calling operation, an SMS text blasting operation, direct mail with acquisitions? Like, what's the hardest part? It's like training VAs, having them answer the calls, doing all the stuff. What I can tell you with reverse drawing for dollars is you're not gonna get 2,000 texts back. You're not gonna get 2,000 answered calls. You're gonna get maybe 30–40% responses on those little sticky notes and postcards. And if you do 100, 200 a week, you're not gonna get like an insane amount of intake calls. And the cool part about these calls is you have to literally do a 2-second question, basically a two-line questionnaire when you get these calls in. And that's basically it. Like, you literally ask them 2 sentences, and that just cuts the time that you're talking to sellers, where you will get like 2 or 3 appointments a week, like really, really good appointments, spending less than $50. But the thing about it is, yes, you do have to go in your car and get these, but what I could tell you is the amount of time you're actually talking to sellers, the amount of time it takes to get in front of a seller who wants to have an appointment, and the time you spend on the phone is less than 1 to 2 hours a week. And for people cold calling 25, 30, 40 hours a week, spending a bunch of money doing this, getting crazy softwares, this is insane. Like, this marketing system, like, of course I'll tell you go listri.com, zachdata.com, pull a list or something, but like, you don't need to buy a software. It's for the beginner all the way up to the person trying to scale the business. And the best thing I can tell you about this is your competition is most likely not doing this. Like, there's only a very few select. We only have about 14,000 people subscribed to the Zach Ginn YouTube channel, which, guys, it is a complete blessing. You've put your trust into my channel and actually watching me. But the coolest part about this is not a lot of wholesalers are actually watching this video. Not a lot of wholesalers are actually watching my type of content. So that means if you're in the lucky few actually watching this video, you can actually get inside information in my head of a 7-figure wholesaler, what I'm doing, which I don't sell it, I don't go bragging about it like crazy. But if you're watching this video, like, there's most likely going to be under maybe 1,000 views on this video. Like, less than 1,000 people are going to know this method completely from start to finish, unless you're in freewholesaling.com. This means not a lot of people in your market are actually going to know this method, which means if you're watching this right now, like, this is day 1 you're watching this, you can have an unbelievable advantage over every wholesaler in your market. I had a case study last week where I had somebody who was just, they were very upset driving for dollars, and driving for dollars is actually a really good method. And like, Zach, I did 400, I got 10% callback rate when I was calling them, and only got in front of like, he had 400, he skipped trace, spent all this time, he cold called 400, he got 40 people this answer, and he got no appointments, and he was upset with me. I'm like, try that list, but reverse it and just do reverse driving for dollars. So actually don't do that list. So I basically had him do a new list of 200, he literally did 200. And he did reverse driving for dollars on 200, so 200 sticky notes. And he got a 40% response rate, and he got 3 booked appointments. And he was just thanking me and everything, which is good. I bet he's watching it right now. Shout out to you. This is in Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. And honestly, like, it changed his results. And he was kind of already doing driving for dollars, but all he had to do was just add a sticky note on the ugly houses he saw. He spent an extra probably 30 minutes on 400 houses, just, you know, maybe a minute walking up to the house, 30 seconds slopping on leaving. Like, there's no door knocking, there's no talking to sellers. And he got such a crazy exponential result that it was amazing. So the honest truth is, you know, you drive for dollars, you might get a 10, 15 like contact rate on there. It's the same cost as driving for dollars, as reverse driving for dollars is, but you're getting so much better results. And it's pretty cheap to a point. I know people rag on me on the cost of gas with driving for dollars, but the truth is, if you're driving for dollars or reverse driving for dollars, you're going like 25 miles an hour. Like, it's not that expensive. If you compare this to a dialer where you have to spend hundreds of dollars on, right? $100 a month in gas, you can just, that's pretty much all you really need for reverse driving for dollars. You can also do a lot of other methods with this. So one thing I can tell you is one list that is going to get more and more and more bigger in 2022 to 2023 is the pre-foreclosure list. Not a lot of people were basically foreclosing on houses due to the panoramic. I can't say that word on YouTube, but you know, the thing, you know. Basically what was going on was every single time, like, there weren't a lot of foreclosed, so there's not a lot of pre-foreclosures. Over time, now, especially now, the pre-foreclosures are rising because the economy is kind of getting weird. And basically over time, it's going to get bigger and bigger, which this is an amazing list for pre-foreclosures. This is actually one that's really designed for pre-foreclosures, this type of list. And if you're just slapping these on pre-foreclosures, if you're just driving around, so if you have a bunch of pre-foreclosures, let's say you have, for example, 50 pre-foreclosure leads, right? If you can just kind of, there's like little delivery map like websites out there, they can find out 123 Main Street, 1449 South 40th Avenue. Like, if you can find a little route, slap the sticky notes on there, you can get really, really efficient, act like you're an Amazon driver. And the cool part is, like, when you're going from house A to house B, you can drive for dollars in between there. And it's really like you're drawing for dollars, you're going out doing pre-foreclosure, reverse drawing for dollars. It's really cheap, scalable, and it's a really good solution for your real estate wholesaling marketing efforts. And I think this is really honestly a godsend to somebody who's like working a 9-to-5 job, who only has the weekends. Like, Zach, I can only, honestly, I gotta spend time with the kids, the wife on the weekends. Like, I don't know what to do. It's like, if you reverse drive for dollars, like from 6 a.m. to like 9 a.m. on like a Saturday, it's powerful because like you only have 3 hours, but you get so much done in those 3 hours that you're gonna get calls all week. And it's gonna lead to appointments and everything like that. That's gonna help so many people working a 9-to-5 job that are wholesaling real estate part-time. It's such a good method, you know. So the question here is like, what do I say on these sticky notes? So you just get a yellow sticky note. I don't care where, Amazon, Post-its, whatever. Hey, my name is, put your name. I had a quick question about the property. Get some intrigue on there. Please call me. And then just put your phone number there, slap that on there, write 100 and just do it, guys. That's all you gotta put. One tip I give to you is if you have somebody, if there's a car in the driveway, I would lift the windshield up, put the sticky note in there and put the windshield down. I promise you first of all, the sticky note won't blow over. And second, before someone gets in their car, they're gonna see that sticky note and it's gonna really intrigue them. Put them on the door, put them on a map. If it's a vacant house, do it. The more you put out, it's like direct mail, it works really, really well. It's very scalable, cheap. Basically, the next part is like, what do you do when somebody calls you back? Like, ring, ring, ring. Hello, I got a sticky note in my house. What, is this Zach? What do you want, right? A lot of people get freaked out, like, what do I say? The coolest part about this is what you have to say is very simple. Hey, this is Zach. I was driving around the house. Me and my partner are actually looking to buy houses in that area. I was actually driving around to look at another house I was going to see, and I just drove and I'm like, wow, this seems like a really good property for us to buy. We're just looking to see if you're looking to sell the property. Like, very simple. You don't have to be perfect, kind of like the way I did it. You know, we're looking to buy more properties in the area. I was driving by and I saw that. It seems like a good investment property for us. You can say whatever word you want, you know, get a rental for us, a house to flip. We're just seeing if anyone in the area is looking to sell. That one piqued my interest. Why did that pique your interest, whatever? Well, because it's within our parameters. We want 3 2s, 2 1s, whatever, 1,500 square feet. Like, you can really put up like what you're gonna put in your criteria for your cash buyers and kind of put it like there, you know, like we're looking for older, cheaper homes that are cheaper than pretty much the median home price, so we get the best on our rentals and for our flips. Basically, that's the way I explain it. If they ask, is like, well, I'm not really looking to sell my house. Well, no problem. Go to the next one. Now, a good amount of them are gonna say, well, I might be interested in selling it. And then you give the 4 questions, you know, motivation, condition, time frame, price. If you have any questions about that, just go to freewholesaling.com. That's my free wholesaling course. If you go through there, you're gonna know exactly what to say from there. Just ask them why they're looking to sell the property, the condition of the house, what's their time frame for selling, and most importantly, what is their ballpark range for selling the property. And it works really, really well from there. And then you book the appointment, get the deal locked up, make a bunch of money. The next part here is what type of lists you should be going after. So number one I can tell you right now is government lists. Fire damage properties is a good one. Water shutoffs, code violations, even probates, guys. I think probates actually work really, really well right now. I would not do the arrest record list, and then I would add pre-foreclosures on there, and then maybe some liens if you can. They work really, really well. And obviously the drawing for dollars list on there. So you still have to vet these people. You know, I think a lot of people think that if someone's calling them a reverse drawing for dollars, they're not gonna be bad or have nefarious intention. So when someone's calling you on these, obviously take what they're saying, but like, hey, so they're saying their name is Sarah Johnson, and they look at the deed and the deed says like Todd Smith. Hey, it says Todd Smith's the owner. What's the situation? Always vet sellers. You know, like I don't know why I have to say this, but I feel like it's something that needs to be said because some sellers have issues with this. But go through the whole entire process. So like, this is just to show you how to get leads. To that point, you still have to close them. And if you want to know exactly how to close them, I recommend you go to freewholesaling.com. That's my free wholesaling course where I break down everything A to Z on the entire wholesaling real estate process. So if you got any value from this, do me one big favor and smash that like button and subscribe. Go to freewholesaling.com, learn wholesaling absolutely for free. I promise you guys, I could like extend this and make like a $1,000 course, and honestly, I could probably make $100,000 this month selling you a course on this. But guys, I give it for free. I do want to help you guys out. And for the, you know, I would say 500 people watching this are probably going to implement it. And maybe out of those, 200 or 100 are going to be consistently doing this every single week for a year straight, which is what I'm telling you to do. And those 100 people are actually going to go out here, change their life, get leads, get deals, and get their first deal and change their family trajectory life. I'm doing it for those 100 people that are actually watching this, going to take the action, start doing it this week, next week, and every single week for the rest of the year and see the results. So consistent action with this, guys. I recommend you do at least 50 a week for the entire year and just see your results. I'm not telling you to do 1,000 this week or 100 or 200 or 400, but like make an effort to do 50. If you could just promise yourself to do 50 this week and every week for the rest of this year, for about next 6, 7, 8 months, I promise you're gonna get really good results, and you don't have to cold call, do all this effort. It's really, really good, guys. When the leads come to you, it's so much easier, I promise you. So guys, please smash that like button and subscribe. Go to freewholesaling.com and we'll see you soon. Have a blessed one.